So there's a big difference between using a content management system versus using like a headless CMS, if you ever heard of it. Essentially, kind of what a headless CMS is, it's a content management system that's broken off of the website. Like they're two separate things now where you have something that is your back end and then an app that is your front end that just displays everything. It's not that crazy when you think about it. You essentially just has something that shows the content and something that edits the content at that point. But the question is, it's like, why do something like that in the first place when you can just use like an all-in-one solution where you have a back end and it automatically shows your front end? Well, it really comes down to like the moment you need to do anything custom, the moment you need to have a specific design system that a template can't really satisfy. And so we get hung up on like finding the website builder of choice because it's like, well, we can build blocks. Theoretically, we can get something that looks good. Well, truth is no. It's like, it's kind of a mess. That pipeline, the content management system is not only giving data, but it's also giving like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that displays everything for you. And then you kind of have to hope that your developer can like go through that, clean it up, fix it, and assume that it's always going to work. A lot of times it doesn't because the workflow ends up breaking it down anyways. And so if we decided to decouple or break the back end and the front end apart by going into like a headless solution, what we get is a CMS that only provides the minimum viable data or like the data necessary to present content. And so like this is just like the string text, the booleans, the truthy, falsy, same thing, or states. Just I'll give you an example. Like, when you have a homepage, you'll have a title and then a content block, and probably a way to add an image. Well, a headless CMS, instead of like giving you everything, like I said before, that HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, it only gives you the strings for the title and the block content and the image, which is great because that's all I really need to do to build the front end. And so that allows me as the developer to choose a framework or, tools that I find to be easy for me, because what's easy for me to build with saves you money overall. And so I'm able to build a custom app that displays that data how you want it so that it stays specifically in your design system. So you don't have to worry about Frankensteining a solution. You get a CMS that works, you input that data however you want, and it shows exactly how you need it on the front end. And so that trade-off essentially gets a lot of like headaches out of the way. So me as the developer can design and build the solution that actually works versus trying to make something that exists work for you, essentially. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know if you've had experiences with headless CMSs, want to share a story around that, or I don't know if you've dealt with a website builder where you just got to a point where, you wanted to do the thing, but you can't. I'm definitely happy to support you either way. So let me know.